Welcome to the WSL Post Show, and once again, happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there. Hope you had a fantastic day. We certainly did down here at North Narrabeen for the GWM Sydney Surf Pro, presented by Bonsoy. And what a way to finish off the day for a bunch of surf nerds. It was just the best. Seeing your surfing heroes out there, Chono, your head must have been spinning.
Oh, it's the sunset, and there was other legends watching. It was, you're engaging conversation, you're talking about this, and you're watching that. Oh, overload of surf froth, and we are so stoked to be here.
Yeah, I mean, icons, Felicity out there, and we could have piled another 30 people into the mix there because this place has always produced so much surfing talent.
Oh, there's so many people to speak about when you speak about the northern beaches here, or down to Bondi if you must.
Or down to Cronulla, Sydney, greater Sydney.
Don't get yourself in trouble. Don't go down there.
I know. You just can't mention everyone. There's not enough time.
No, but it was so cool to see. Obviously, the waves were a bit, so-so, but how good was it to see all those icons out there for fans to just get it up close to them and just to pay a bit of respect and homage to these absolute heroes.
Yeah, massive tip of the cap. We're going to hear from one of our legends now down there on the beach.
Hog, can I steal a signature too? Hog, how was it out there?
Oh, so fun. I mean, just to be out there, it was, challenging for sure, a little bit onshore, heaps of weed, really bumpy. But, it was super fun, just to be out there. And then the sun popped, after, a few rainy days. It just is this golden light. I think my highlight was getting to see Tom Carroll, who's deep, come around, and the sun just went boom. We had the yellow rashes just pop and the classic TC stance. And then I just seen him pull up into the thing, and the thing just exploded. It was like a moment I've seen him do it there that many times. It must have been incredible from the beach.
Are you still competitive in heats like this, or do you just enjoy your time out there with all the greats?
That's what was classic, because we're in the inside section at the left here at Northie, and then you could see Duma and TC were just right there, and I was on the inside of them, and nobody wanted to give each other away, really. It was pretty classic. I think it's when you see it up at the snapper with Joel and Mick and that, and Dingo and Kelly, it just comes out, and Steph, so it was kind of like that. I think if the lefts had been fully cranking, it would have been pretty interesting.
It seemed like everyone just got annihilated in that heat, though. You actually got a pretty good little drainer after the hooter went, though.
Oh, it's just nuts below sea level in the seaweed too, so you're sort of hitting seaweed and then getting dragged back too. But, thanks so much for the invite. Just what a special day, hey. Happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there, and thanks for inviting me. It's really special.
Hog, we wouldn't do it without you. You're an icon down here at Narrabeen, guys. Legends heat, living up to the glory as per usual. Thanks, Hog.
Thank you. Can't wait to watch tomorrow. It's going to be an awesome day. Finals day. You.
Yeah, Hoggy. Good times.
Yeah.
And, pretty cool to see all the legends get that yellow jersey. That symbolises that you're number one. So we like that.
And as if he wasn't just waiting for the result. He's just waiting to hear,
so
how'd that one score? Yeah.
Well,
that'll be the next question.
Gets it. Tom Carroll gets it.
Without a doubt.
Everyone put together a couple waves, though. Bainey had a 3-turn combo, and TC obviously pulling into that tub. That thing was sick.
Yeah, the tub was pretty impressive. Let's talk highlight moments. Round of 16 for the women. We saw some pretty impressive performances, but heat number 5, it was one for the books. It was a big clash too on paper. Bronte McCauley and Sally Fitzgibbons going after it.
Yeah, this on paper, this was the heat that I really wanted to watch. Got the pleasure of calling it with you, Matt, and it was entertaining. It lived up to the hype. These two women have both got so much experience on the CT. Sal with obviously more than Bronte, but and they've competed against each other a bit. So Sal got the win. She got two amazing waves, an excellent score, backed it up with a 7. But yeah, on paper, it was the best one on paper, and Sal getting the win there.
How was that one backhand hit that Sally did in that heat, where everyone was kind of struggling to get out in front of that whitewater match? She just absolutely projected out there.
Yeah, she's phenomenal, and she's probably logged in now more heats than any other female in professional surfing competition. She's a legit veteran, and she's getting better.
Yeah, she's going to be really difficult to overcome in this draw. She's got the experience. She seems to have the confidence, and for a few events now, she showed improved form, looking deadly. So let's take a look at the Bailey Ladders bracket and see what these matchups are like on the top side of the draw. Pretty young guns.
Yeah, there is. There's definitely that is 2 words, young guns, for sure. I'm impressed to see Nadia backing up that performance on the Gold Coast. I mean, she had an amazing performance up there. Quarterfinal finish. She's got another at least quarter here. I mean, quarterfinal number 2. I mean, Alyssa's still a grom in my eyes. She's still so young, and she's matched up against another super grom, Erin Brooks, who's looked in form, which is a hard thing to do, to continue that momentum from one event to the next. So that's exciting. But, you know, the back half of the draw too, Sally Fitzgibbons matched up against another grom, Bella Kenworthy, Yolanda Hopkins, who I'm really glad to see make the quarters here, because she has been going so hard at these meaty sections. I feel like she really deserves it, but she's coming up against the last year's event champion, so that's going to be a great matchup.
6 ninth place finishes in Challenger Series events for Yolanda prior to this event, and she did have a 9th at the first stop, Matt, and just her commitment being rewarded into the quarters for the first time. Yeah,
she's rivaling Sally with the hardest working surfer in the pro surfer in the professional surfing. She goes to Hawaii in the off season, the first time she's ever really done that. Surf for 7 hours and run and exercise every single day, and that's the hard work persevering out there right now. It's really tricky, and both her and Sally standouts. Best thing is, we've got goofy footers one side of the draw, regular footers. It's going to be a pretty cool matchup, whoever makes it. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch that unfold. But let's have a look at what unfolded in the men's event, having a look at one of the highlight heats today. Heat number 3. And Alistair Reginado, I really liked his chances today. He looked so switched on in full attack mode. But Alejo, his veteran status really paying off.
Yeah, it did, and obviously he ends up getting this heat win the 7-5 and the 6-1, but I've got to tip my hat to Reginado, because he came out of the gates firing, like you said, Ron, and to start with a 7-6-7 that early, you think, oh, wow, okay, he's got some good momentum here. But Alejo was just too strong, just backed up his 7-5 with a 6-1, and Alistair couldn't find a backup.
Yeah, really impressive fight back there from Alejo, who looks reinvigorated. Looks like he's bringing a little bit more to 2024. Absolutely. Really good matchup, that super even. Muniz, bringing something we kind of didn't see a few years ago. It's a power game. He's not releasing the fins like he used to. He's staying on rail, and it's brutal when he connects. Yeah, it's a great observation. Alejo moves on, and he'll have an interesting heat. We're going to have a look at the Bailey Ladders bracket in just a moment. But right now, let's check out the Boost Mobile heat of the day. And this one goes to the local boy with all the support of the North Narrabeen faithful behind him. He gets the job done against a high-scoring Levi Slawson. Yeah, red hot Levi. He was just attacking these lips. Didn't really make any mistakes. He had a great heat structure. And Jordy, under priority, just stayed super busy and just clicked, catching so many sweet-looking North Narrabeen balls like this. Hard off the bottom and clicked into the lip, down. And it's just like Braille. He can do this blind. He knows it that way. He's done it thousands of times, Click.
Yeah, I mean, we called this heat. It was super exciting. I mean, and that's what you get when you're a local and you're at your home break, you're surfing in a Challenger Series event, you're channeling all that energy from the North Narrabeen board riders. And, I mean, it's easier said than done, because sometimes all that expectation and that pressure can kind of get to you, but he's just running with it, and he's that lone local left in the draw, and you know on that next day of competition tomorrow, they're all going to be down there, they're all going to be supporting him, and the beach is going to be packed. Yeah, there's 60 years of just grit and competitive mongrel in the North Narrabeen board riders, getting right behind Jordy. In saying that, the guy is so cool in heats, and he's maintained his style and natural free surfing flow through all these battles so far. So he's just really on one at the moment. He's going to be hard to beat. As we have a look at the Bailey Ladders bracket here, all Brazilians on the top side of the draw. They've really performed well here at this contest, but they're going to start knocking each other off. Yeah, and exactly the flow state with Jordi Lawler. You can see it in Gouveia, Pupo, and Sammy, Alejo. All those Brazilians, they're so on. They've found something here on the Challenger, and it's going to be a dominating semi-final. I can't pick it. Those top 4, incredible. Yeah, it's going to be super interesting. But, I think Jordy, just with his experience, is just making great sense of tricky conditions at the moment. So I'm still backing him to snatch away a win here. And he's not a full-time campaigner on the Challenger Series. So this is a place that he's got to make his move and make his mark, put himself right in the frame for maybe some call-ups later on in the year. Yeah, for sure. This is where, if he wants to continue this campaign, he's got to make it work. But someone who I've got my eye on is Taro. I feel like he's just fully captured my attention at this event. His brand of surfing is looking exciting here because he's just got this different style and this element of surprise that you just don't know what he's going to do. So, yeah, it's going to be a cracking quarterfinals.
Yeah, I'd say there'll be fans that, you know, getting towards those last few Challenger Series events, holding up tarot signs, cheering him on, because you'd love to see that brand of surfing on the championship tour, Matt.
Yeah, it's stylish, it's powerful, it's clinical, the technique is incredible. And North Narrabeen, a great canvas to possess that. We'll see what tomorrow brings, but I think of Shane Herring when I think of Taro. And
yeah,
I think
that's a good call.
Like goofy footers, like the guys we just saw just then. Jordy channeling a long lineage of North Narrabeen history as well. But it's going to be stacked, and I'm speechless. It was a great day of surfing and more for finals day.
Man, we'll find some more words, mate, because we've got to have a look at the Surfline forecast here and see what is coming our way over the next couple of days. There is plenty to look forward to swell-wise.
Good east swell. We've had that the last few days, but there's an underlying south swell. You can see those purple blobs moving around on its way to Fiji. Tomorrow, it's going to bring some south-southwest winds. We really can't pick it. It's been difficult. It's variable. You and I, Ronnie, we see this stuff all the time growing up here, and it's tricky to put our finger on just what it's going to look like tomorrow. But we know there's going to be waves, 5 to 7 feet faces, but 4 to 6 the next day and trending down. I think tomorrow it could be on if the wind's not too strong in the morning. What are your thoughts, Fleet?
Yours are probably better than mine, but I think tomorrow, I mean, it's clear as day right there, a little bit stronger winds. We're going to see, I guess we'll rock up, we'll have a look. If those winds aren't too strong, I'm assuming something might get underway, but, you know, Tuesday does look pretty good too, so there's options.
Look, we've done a great job of mowing through the rounds, and we've got our quarterfinals set, so we'll pick the eyes out of these next couple of days, but guarantee we'll be down here to have a look at it early. Well, it's time to have a look at some of the highlight moments from today, and there's plenty of them as we dive into the BioGlen Daily Dose. Our top 5 moments, starting at number 5, the Legends Heat. This was always going to be a lot of fun, even though the conditions were tough.
Oh, it was always going to be fun, and I think, you know, it lived up to some of the hype. I mean, there were some big moments here, some big carnage moments. I mean, Laura, and I know we weren't scoring, but when she surfed this wave here, this little 2-turn combo, I was thinking, okay, girl, you got the lead. But, I mean, just all of it. This moment here, the sun, Hog, you know, described it perfectly. The sun came out, this bomb came through. Tommy Carroll took the stance and pulled into this massive tube.
So impressive. Coming in at number 4, it's the Brazilian Storm dominating today and powering through that round of 16.
Yeah, all of them. They're actually really, they're all so pensive and cruising. They got such this relaxed body language hanging out beforehand. And they're humble, you know, in defeat or in victory. And then these guys, they're so smooth as well. And they're really loving the opportunity at Narrabeen, just giving these surfers plenty of time to chip away at these scores and go excellent. Like Miggy here, look at that, just connected to his equipment.
A lot happening back there in Brazil. I think the surfers are inspired to put in a good performance for home. Alejo, he's been one of the best on his run through this contest. Big hits, and he really saved himself in his clash against Alistair Reginato. 7.3, 7.5 for that turn. Super impressive. And then this guy just continues to shine, doesn't he? Definitely has marked himself as the man to beat on the Challenger Series this year. Front side, backside, doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah, so stylish. You just have a look at him, just him navigating his way, just like we said with Gouveia and his brother as well. Look at this, just on fire and just inch perfect, and all of them really deserving quarterfinalists.
Nadia Erostarbe continues her good run, only just missed out on qualifying last year, is determined to get there in 2024.
Yeah, and she's looking good. I mean, she made finals day up on the Gold Coast, and she's making finals day here now in Sydney. She's got a really strong backhand, but now showing us that she has a really strong forehand as well. So she's continuing to dominate through this draw.
Coming in at number 2, Eli Hanneman. He has been magic through this contest, the highest single ride of the day on the men's side, and also the biggest heat score total.
Yeah, he puts it down to divine intervention. We're putting it down to practice makes perfect. The Windy Island, the Maui surfer, he's done this many times before at home, and he's making it look so easy in the tricky conditions here at Narrabeen.
Yeah, incredible stuff from Eli. Desperate to get himself a big result. But coming in at number 1, and again, going big on her first ride, is Erin Brooks.
Oh, absolute phenom. The Super Grom. the winner of the last Challenger Series event up on the Gold Coast, is just dominating her way through this draw and just surfing so well. And I'm just so impressed that she's been able to keep her composure and her head in the game here, because she's come off a big win and just seems like she's just going to keep continuing with this momentum throughout this draw.
It's not just the performances with Erin, it's the way she competes, not just closing out her heat with, massive turns, but also when she's not with priority, getting around her opponent and really making them think.
Yeah, it's a different Erin. We saw her at the World Juniors at the beginning of the year. I think she's physically grown since then, but incorporating into her performance, really strong, really powerful in proportion, and she's got the air game as well. She tried it, didn't pull it off. I think we'll see more of it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun watching those quarterfinal matchups play out. It could go down tomorrow morning. We'll be making the call at 7:15 a.m. But on behalf of our broadcast team, who have been working their guts out these last few days, we want to say thanks for watching. Enjoy the highlight.
This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.